The ES2 features a really nice little performance controller in the form of the XY Pad, which exists up in the top right hand corner of the main interface and allows you to get sort of moving control into any sound that you build through the router. So let's see how this works. As you can see, I've got this little ball in the middle which allows me to set a position between the XY pad, the X-axis to the left and right, and the Y-axis up and down. So what I can do is to alt and click on it to get it back to a central position before I drop down to the router to start thinking about what I want to assign to this area. So first of all, here's my basic sound. And there's my sound as it is at the moment. Now what I want to be able to do is to get some performance into this sound. So what I'm going to do is to set up my first target, which is going to be the pitch of all three oscillators. And what I'm going to do is to assign that to the X-axis of the pad. And what I've done is I've turned the green triangle all the way up to the top so that I've got maximum pitch control from left to right. Let's play our sound and play with this. Okay, so we've got these nice little pitch bends now which I can drag around and do things to. And obviously if I want less effect, I can do that too. Okay, so by dropping that green arrow, I get less pitch bend in both directions. So that's working really nicely. And of course, now that I've done that with the X-axis, you can see that what I've also done is to set up three other triggers here, both to the Y-axis and to the X-axis. So let's have a look at what I've done with the cutoff frequency here. Cutoff number 2 is modeled to the Y-axis. So now I'm going to get brightness change as I move up and down. So my note can start bending around and get brighter and duller. And of course I can keep going. I've got another target set up here as well. And I'm going to set up resonance also on the X-axis. So now pitch and resonance are aligned, but cutoff and resonance aren't. And now you can see I've set up detune on the Y-axis too. Maybe a little bit less of that would be useful. So I can rein these in or indeed invert them. So you can see I've turned pitch upside down by dropping the green flag to the wrong side, if you like. And the great thing is too that I can record all these movements. So first of all, let's record one note. Okay, so there's a 4-bar drone, and then I'm going to drop this channel into latch mode and record those changes as they come in. And there we go. So if I want some kind of crazy sound design, I can create it this way. And with a few effects over the top and appropriate treatment, that might become quite an interesting little texture. So the XY axis is a great way of taking a kind of flat sound and get it moving in all sorts of interesting ways.